So I just received my recertification of CPR and thought it was a good opportunity to go over the general idea of what to do if you're ever in a situation where you might need to use it. So before I get into it, you should know I'm not an instructor for this. I'm just certified to do it. So if you want official training on it, I recommend going to the American Heart Association's website and search for classes near you. You should also be aware of the laws in your state. Every state has a little bit of a different version of the Good Samaritan law, but some states only protect those that are certified. So my advice, only do this on a stranger if you're certified, otherwise only do it on a family member. But overall, the Good Samaritan law will protect you from civil liability if you're acting in good faith. And if you want to pause the video now and read over this, you can. This is basically just the elements of what the Good Samaritan law covers, and at the bottom are the definitions. The unfortunate fact is that most people don't act in an emergency because they don't know what to do. So the first thing you need to do, dial 911, put the phone on speaker, and get an ambulance rolling your way. Don't forget to unlock the door to your house so responders can get in, because once you start CPR, you can't stop. Now if you have a good call taker, most of them are likely going to explain to you how to do CPR while you're on the phone. If somebody needs CPR, their chance of survival drops 10% for every minute that passes without it. So without further ado, here's the general principle on how to give CPR without a demonstration. Make sure that you shake them, shout at them, and see if they're responsive. If they're not, check for breathing and a pulse. If you get neither, it's time to go to work. But make sure that they're on a hard, flat surface. Don't try doing this shit on a bed, because it ain't gonna work. You want to start with 30 compressions in the center of the chest, right around the nipple line. You want to go about 2 inches deep for adults, with both hands and with your arms locked. That's 5 centimeters, by the way, for all you non-freedom unit people. By the way, for kids, it's only one-handed. For infants, either use 2 fingers or use both thumbs like this. But for infants, make sure you only go 1.5 inches deep or 4 centimeters for the rest of the world. You want to try to go at the pace of the song Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. That's about 100 to 120 compressions per minute. Once you're done with the compressions, it's time to give 2 breaths. Tilt the head back and lift the chin up. That's going to open up the airway. Make sure you get a good seal, and as you're giving the breaths, make sure that you watch the chest rise. If the chest doesn't rise, readjust and do it again. But don't let there be a gap of longer than 10 seconds between compressions. Most importantly, try to stay calm. Nobody was ever able to help anybody else when they were at a level 10. It's also advised that you either have a mask or a face shield in your first aid kit just in case, even if they are family. Because if you're doing it right, the family member is likely going to hurl at some point. The mask over here on this side is reusable, and they're about $7 on Amazon. The face shields over here are not reusable, and they're also about $7 for a 6-pack, also on Amazon. I have them in my Amazon store if you need to pick some up. My link is in my profile. Thanks for coming to my trophy talk. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, make sure you hit the like and follow button. See you next time.